So, a Fox News alert, President Trump is set to land in China soon for a high-stakes meeting with the leader of China, President Xi. And the economy, trade, and AI are expected to top their agenda.
All right, now remember, during Trump and Xi's last in-person meeting, they agreed to a year-long trade truce, and now they're reportedly eyeing a joint board of trade.
And joining us now is Kyrsten Sinema, former Arizona senator and co-chair of the AI Infrastructure Coalition. Great to have you back. Thank you so much. Topic of discussion over there in China will definitely be AI.
Absolutely.
And China works very closely with Iran. 90% of their oil they buy. So they have this relationship. We're worried that Iran could develop a weapon, a nuclear weapon. How do we make sure that AI doesn't help, the AI models from China don't help to build a nuclear weapon or biological weapon?
I am so glad that you're talking about this. You know, we have been in a race with China for AI dominance for a number of years. And it's so incredibly important that American AI is the global AI, right? It's so, so important because we know that China will develop AI with Chinese Communist Party values. They will sell it and allow folks like Iran to use it. And then they will use that AI to hurt our interests. And so I think it's strategic that the president has taken leaders from the AI community and the companies that actually help build that American AI on that trip. You know, he's got Meta, he's got XAI, he's got Apple, but he also has the finance folks who are helping build that structure. So what he's done by taking these 17 leaders, handpicked, is he's sending a message to China and by proxy to Iran. We've got the technology. We're going to be in charge.
And part of that technology, when you talk about AI, is the shipbuilding that's happening. And
yes.
From my understanding, the president doesn't want any conflict with China. And part of it is letting the president, Xi, know, okay, we're building more ships. You guys won't be successful even if you try to take Taiwan.
Right. In fact, we saw there was just a recent shift inside the Navy specifically focused on the building of the ships because we were far behind. And having enough ships and our Navy ready to go in that important strait in that area sends a message to Iran, to China, to anyone else who doesn't share our interests that we are not going to take it. So we are ready.
And by the way, I just think we should. South Korea is better at building them quicker than us. We're way behind. We're starting to restructure. Buy them from South Korea. I can trust them. Let's make the purchase. We could catch up quickly. You are focusing on infrastructure of AI, too. So as we go over there, there's people in this country, especially graduates, are worried about AI. And then there's citizens who go, well, my utility bills are going to go up if you build Meta and some of these AI plants near me. So what is your message to them? Let's keep up with the Chinese, but at the same time, let's not hurt people that go on paycheck to paycheck.
Well, first, Brian, it's not keep up with the Chinese. We've got to beat them. We have to be the dominant in AI. So, you know, there's a narrative that some are pushing about how their energy costs are going to go up because of AI. That's actually not true. You know, every single one of these major companies made a pledge with the president that they will pay for the cost of that energy production. And the National Energy Dominance Council is increasing energy production in the country to keep those costs down. Now, there are lots of graduates across the country scared that AI is going to take their jobs. But the good news, Brian, is that we're seeing that the movement of AI and the development of AI is actually increasing job growth and making it more likely that folks are going to have jobs, not less likely.
Yeah.
So the facts are actually really good here, but the narrative can sometimes get in the way.
And AI needs people.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure China doesn't steal our AI technology.
That is so important. You know, they've been stealing our copyright and patented material for years. We have got to protect it and make sure that we are the dominant voice.
Thank you.
Senator, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
Good to see you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.